Hi, my name is Isabelle Jenkins, and I'm from Western Massachusetts, and I'm a relational evangelist at Church of the Good Shepherd in Watertown. What I find most rewarding about the Life Together program this year is definitely the intentional community that I'm a part of. And it's kind of ironic that it's most rewarding because it was definitely the thing that I was most nervous about coming in. You know, in college you're used to living with people that you choose, except the first year, but then you live with your friends and live with my family, so I was definitely diving into kind of a real world situation, and I didn't know what I was going to get. But it actually ended up being a huge blessing having so many different personalities and people from so many different places in the country. I was really surprised that there was only a couple of us from Massachusetts in the house. And it's just been great getting to know each other, sharing meals together, and really taking the time to live together well. I feel like I'm much more prepared to kind of live outside of this program now that I've done it this year, because we've really spent time on figuring out how to work with personalities that might not actually work well together, as well as really creating some meaningful relationships through the grounding that we have in sharing spiritual practices together and sharing our jobs together and sharing kind of what makes us tick. And one of the greatest things is that we get to talk a lot about the things that we're passionate about. And one of the things that brings us all together is social justice and our desire to work for that. And for me, I think social justice is something that really is an underwriting foundational belief that I have in every day. I think that's what drew me to the program, and for me it's really about understanding that every person has dignity and that we live in a world and a culture that marginalizes people for many different things, you know, their race, their gender, their sexual preference, things like that. And we live in a world where people are put into different categories, that people are split up by boundaries, and then in doing so, it really creates a lot of margins, and people aren't able to live the life that they should be able to live. Everyone should really be able to live a life full of happiness in a world that's taken care of environmentally. So for me, it's really about trying to find ways to create dialogue and to create a sense of mattering in the world. And it's really great to bring that belief back to the community and talk about it and see what other people think and kind of create our own definition as a community together.